Marshall McLuhan's Understanding Media. The Extensions of Man, 1964, is a groundbreaking work in media studies that explores how media and communication technologies influence human perception, behavior, and culture. McLuhan introduces innovative concepts, including the medium as the message, and the distinction between hot and cool media, to examine how media shapes human experience and societal structures. The book is a mix of philosophy, cultural critique, and technological analysis, presenting a profound vision of the interplay between humans and media. Media as extensions of man. McLuhan begins by conceptualizing media as extensions of human faculties. Tools and technologies, he argues, are extensions of the body, just as communication media are extensions of human senses and consciousness. For example, the wheel extends the foot's capability to move. The telephone extends the voice. The television extends sight and hearing. Media, therefore, amplify human abilities, but they also reshape the ways humans interact with their environment, often creating new patterns of behavior and thought. This dual process of amplification and transformation is central to McLuhan's analysis. The medium is the message. One of McLuhan's most famous assertions is that the medium is the message. By this, he means that the form of a medium, its structure and characteristics, has a greater impact on society than the content it conveys. For example, television changes how we perceive time and space, regardless of whether it broadcasts news or entertainment. The invention of the printing press transformed human cognition and society by standardizing language and fostering individualism, irrespective of what was printed. McLuhan argues that focusing solely on content distracts from understanding the profound effects of the medium itself. Each medium changes the scale, pace, and pattern of human affairs, reshaping how people think, communicate, and organize their lives. Hot and cool media. McLuhan categorizes media as either hot or cool based on their level of sensory engagement and audience participation. Hot media. These are high-definition media that require little audience participation because they provide extensive detail. Examples include print, radio, and photographs. A book, for instance, provides detailed information and requires focused, linear attention. Cool media. These are low-definition media that demand more active involvement from the audience to fill in gaps. Examples include television, telephone, and cartoons. Watching television, for instance, involves interpreting incomplete visual and auditory cues. This distinction reflects how different media engage audiences and influence their cognitive and emotional responses. The global village. McLuhan introduces the concept of the global village to describe how electronic media, especially radio, television, and the emerging internet, compress the world into a single, interconnected community. These technologies eliminate geographical barriers, allowing information to travel instantaneously across the globe. However, this interconnectedness has both positive and negative implications. Positively, it fosters global awareness and cultural exchange. Negatively, it can lead to information overload, cultural homogenization, and heightened tensions due to the immediacy of communication. The global village is not a harmonious utopia but a complex environment shaped by media dynamics. Media and the nervous system. McLuhan likens media to extensions of the human nervous system, suggesting that they alter how we process sensory information. He argues that each medium engages different senses in varying degrees, affecting the balance between them. For example, the dominance of print media emphasizes linear thinking and visual perception. The rise of electronic media, such as radio and television, restores a sense of immediacy and emphasizes auditory and tactile perception. These shifts in sensory balance influence cultural norms, individual cognition, and social structures. The impact of technology on society. Throughout the book, McLuhan examines the historical and cultural impact of various technologies. The printing press. McLuhan credits the printing press with creating a literate, individualistic society by promoting linear thinking, uniformity, and detachment. It marked the transition from oral to visual culture. The telegraph. The telegraph compressed time and space, making communication instant and reshaping commerce and politics. Television. Television, as a cool medium, demands active engagement and fosters a sense of participation. It shifts society toward a tribal, collective mindset, reversing the individualizing effects of print. The wheel and other tools. Mechanical tools amplify physical power, just as media amplify mental and sensory capabilities. For McLuhan, every new technology disrupts existing patterns, creating a cultural environment that people must adapt to. Reversals and the tetrad of media effects. McLuhan observes that media and technologies often produce unintended consequences. He proposes a framework for analyzing these effects through 4 questions, known as the tetrad of media effects. What does the medium enhance or amplify? E.g., the telephone amplifies voice communication. What does the medium render obsolete? E.g., the telephone made the telegraph obsolete. What does the medium retrieve from the past? E.g., television retrieves the tribal, oral culture of pre-literate societies. What does the medium reverse into when pushed to its limits? E.g., excessive automation can lead to human disengagement or chaos. This framework helps to understand the complex interplay of media effects over time. Narcissus and the narcotic effect. McLuhan draws on the myth of Narcissus to explore humanity's relationship with technology. Narcissus becomes enamored with his own reflection, failing to recognize it as an extension of himself. Similarly, humans become entranced by their technological extensions, media, and fail to see how these tools shape their perceptions and behaviors. He warns that media can have a narcotic effect, numbing critical awareness and fostering dependency. This narcotic effect underscores the need for conscious reflection on the role of media in society. Media as environmental forces. McLuhan stresses that media function as environments, shaping not only individual behavior but also societal structures. He compares media to ecological systems, where changes in one part affect the whole. For instance, the rise of electronic media reshapes education, politics, and economics by introducing new modes of communication. Media environments influence power dynamics, shifting authority from those who control content to those who control the medium itself. Understanding media as environments requires a holistic perspective that goes beyond analyzing individual technologies. Critique of linear thinking. McLuhan critiques the linear, rational thinking promoted by print culture, arguing that it limits creativity and holistic understanding. He contrasts this with the simultaneous, multidimensional thinking encouraged by electronic media, which mirrors the interconnectedness of oral traditions. However, McLuhan does not idealize either form of thinking. Instead, he advocates for awareness of how different media shape cognition, enabling individuals to adapt and thrive in changing environments. Conclusion. Media literacy and awareness. McLuhan concludes by emphasizing the importance of media literacy. He argues that understanding how media shape perception in society is essential for navigating the modern world. Awareness of media's effects enables individuals to resist being passively shaped by their environment and to use technology more consciously. McLuhan's work remains profoundly relevant in today's digital age, where the rapid evolution of media continues to reshape human interaction and culture. His insights encourage critical engagement with media and highlight the transformative power of technology in shaping human life.